wind howled against the frosted windows of Maple Mart Superstore, a popular family-owned grocery chain nestled in the heart of Vermont. It was early December, and the festive decor hadn't quite masked the tension rippling quietly among the staff. The holiday rush was on, and everyone was pushed to their limits, none more so than a new hire named Emily Blake. Emily had only been on the job 2 weeks. Barely 21, with tired eyes and a forced smile, she manned Register 3 with quiet diligence. Most of her coworkers found her polite, though distant, always thanking customers, always refusing help, and always disappearing right at lunch. What no one knew was that Emily was working the late shift after attending college during the day and caring for her disabled younger brother at night. And what she didn't know was that the man sweeping up cereal boxes by the loading dock, wearing a faded red hoodie and worn-out sneakers, wasn't a temp janitor at all. That man was Noah Ellison, the CEO of Maple Mart. Noah had built the store chain from a single corner market in New Hampshire into a regional success. But as profits grew, he feared he was losing touch with the heart of his business, his people. So he shaved his beard, changed his glasses, and became Nate, the new night shift janitor, taking shifts in different locations. He wanted to see who his company really was when no one knew the boss was watching. And that's how he ended up walking past the break room at 8:03 p.m. on a snowy Wednesday, and hearing someone sobbing inside. The door was slightly open. Hesitating for a second, Noah quietly knocked and pushed it wider. There sat Emily. Her Maple Mart apron crumpled in her lap, her eyes red and her hands shaking as she stared at her phone. Hey, he said softly, you okay? Startled. Emily wiped her eyes quickly. Yeah, I'm fine. Just needed a second. Noah didn't leave. He sat across from her, picking up a napkin from the table and folding it in his hands. You don't look fine. Can I help? Emily hesitated. This was a stranger, but something about his voice, steady, kind, and strangely safe, made her speak. I just got a message from my landlord, she whispered. He's raising the rent. Again, I'm already working 2 jobs and trying to finish my degree, and I still can't keep up. My brother needs care. He's nonverbal. My mom passed last year, and I'm all he's got. Her voice cracked, and now I might lose our apartment. I can't go to a shelter with him. He doesn't understand what's happening. He needs routine, stability. I can't let him down. But I don't know what to do. Noah felt his throat tighten. This wasn't a complaint. It was a quiet, aching confession from a young woman carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Have you spoken to the manager? He asked gently. Emily shook her head. They're nice, but everyone's struggling. I'm just another cashier. No one can fix this. She laughed bitterly. You ever feel like you're invisible? Like people smile, but they don't see you? Noah did not answer immediately. He stared down at the folded napkin in his hand. Then he asked, what would you do if someone did see you, if someone had the power to help? Emily looked up, startled by the question. I don't know. I'd cry harder, probably, because no one ever does. Noah stood. You're wrong about that. He left the room, not as a janitor, but as a man shaken to his core. That night, he drove through the snow to his home, a spacious cabin overlooking Lake Champlain. But his heart was still in that break room. The next morning, at Maple HQ, the executive assistant stared as the CEO walked in unshaven, hoodie on, looking like he hadn't slept. Clear my day. Noah said, I need to fix something. 3 days later, the break room was quiet again. The only sound was the hum of the vending machine and the soft patter of snow outside. Emily sat on the same bench, sipping cold coffee from a paper cup. She hadn't cried since that night. Something about the stranger's words lingered. What if someone did see you? But she had no time for daydreams. She had rent due, finals approaching, and a little brother who was starting to notice. When she came home too tired to speak, Emily Blake. A voice called from the doorway. She looked up to find Mr. Reynolds, the store manager, holding a printed memo in his hand and looking as confused as she felt. Corporate just sent me this, he said, passing it to her. It's for you. She frowned, unfolding the single sheet of thick, official paper. Her eyes scanned the first line and widened. Greater than effective immediately. Emily Blake is being promoted to Community Engagement Associate, a new paid, hybrid role including store hours, college assistance, and part-time coordination of Maple Mart's new family care outreach program. She blinked, then read it again. A note was handwritten at the bottom. You are not invisible. Thank you for everything you do, for your brother, your customers, and this world. More people need to see what I saw in you. N.E. Her heart. STOPPEDNE. Before she could process, Mr. Reynolds handed her another envelope. Inside was a check, a one-time grant from the company's Quiet Resilience Fund, enough to cover 4 months of rent and childcare support for her brother. Asterisk Emily stood speechless. Is this real? Asterisk Mr. Reynolds smiled. Apparently, the CEO himself created this fund last night, told us to look for employees like you, called it an emergency priority. Asterisk Emily was stunned. But, I've never even met the CEO. Asterisk the manager chuckled. That's the thing. He said he met you, just not as the CEO. Asterisk her mind flashed back to the janitor. The gentle voice, the folded napkin, oh my God. That night, after finishing her shift early, Emily walked out of the store and found a black SUV idling at the curb. A man in a tailored coat stepped out, his hood pulled up against the wind. Asterisk it was him, Nate, or Noah. Asterisk, I'm sorry I lied, he said, but I needed to see the truth. Asterisk Emily stared at him, still overwhelmed. Why me? Asterisk Noah looked her straight in the eye. Because you reminded me why I started this business. I was raised by a single mom who worked 3 jobs and still read to me every night. She never asked for help, but she deserved it. Asterisk, I see her in you. And I don't want this company to miss another person like her or like you, just because no one's watching. Asterisk Emily's voice trembled. You didn't have to do all this. Asterisk no, he said, I got to do it, and I think you'll do even more. Asterisk in the months that followed, Emily's life changed, not just because of the financial help, or the new job title, but because she was seen. And when people feel seen, they shine. Asterisk she started mentoring new hires. She launched a support group for employees caring for sick family members. She even spoke at a leadership summit telling her story. Asterisk and the Family Care Outreach Program. It spread across all Maple Mart stores, offering scholarships, support, and emergency aid to hundreds of struggling workers and their families. Asterisk, as for Noah, he kept going undercover because it wasn't just a business strategy anymore. Asterisk it was a promise. To see people, to listen. Asterisk and to never forget that behind every uniform, behind every cashier or cleaner or single mother fighting to keep her family afloat, there's a story worth hearing. Asterisk sometimes, the smallest break room in the biggest store holds the heart of the company. Asterisk and sometimes the act of truly seeing someone is the most powerful leadership there is.